Hello Voltheads, you are watching the self-proclaimed, sarcastically named Captain KeyForge, also known as PJ Broughton of the Steel City Snufflegators. In today's video we are rounding off KOTE Series 5. This is my video of round 6 against a player from La Mairie Zombre. This is his deck. Key Charge is good, Life Web can be good if you manage to get it off. Miasma is good, as is Bait and Switch. Fortunately for me, there's not a massive bomb amber removal card, again with playing the Brig deck, but 30 expected amber is quite a lot, so that could be trouble. Having a look at my starting hand, there's a Library of the Damned there to archive some stuff, also as well Banish, Miasma, and with having the library in hand, despite the fact that I'm going second, I've decided to keep it. I could possibly banish one of his creatures, put down the library. As we know, if we've been watching any of my videos on this, I'm looking for Brig. Terror for him is quite good, turn 1 Terror. That's the second time in this tournament it's happened. Last time it was turn 1 Terror Hysteria, and then Terror again, he made 4. This time he's just made 2, but not a bad turn for him to begin with. But as I say, there we go, Banish, Library of the Damned. Give myself a shot at building an archive. Then he's on to turn 2, having a look at what he's going to play. He's got something in his archive, which is obviously the Terror that I've banished, but unless he can steal one, he won't be able to withdraw it and play it again for the bonus amber that you get from the Terror. Just having a look through my cards, as you can see, got Lemindra and Redlock. So my opponent's chosen Untamed. And he's played Flaxia, gains 2 amber. Played a Niffleape as well. There we go, and then passed it over to me. Got quite a lot of shadows in hand, which is why I've gone for shadows there. As I say, one of the main things for me to do is to just try and get through the cards, try and draw the Binary Rupture and the Interdimensional Graft, which I've managed to get off in every game of the 5 so far. So I've played the Lemindra, played down the Redlock, played down Snake Lifter. Unfortunately nothing to steal, but there we go. I have got an Exhume, so if I can get it into discard I could possibly play it again later. So it might be worth playing Life for a Life and kill the Snake Lifter, which is what I've done. Then taken out the Niffleape, and I've chained myself with a Miasma because I'd like to get some use out of it, even if it means maybe archiving it with the Library of the Damned on my next turn. It's going well for my opponent at the moment. Turn 3 is already on 4 amber. I'm on 2. We did think that could be expected though, because of the high amber count that we're expecting to see from this deck. So Life Web, that's unfortunate because I did play 3 creatures on last turn, so that's stolen 2. Reap with Flaxia, that takes him to 8. Now I've got a choice between we either play Shadows and Miasma, or I go for the Dis and try and archive maybe the Miasma for later. So I've gone for the Dis. I've played Cool the Week to destroy Flaxia. Played Pain Reaction just for the amber bonus, get it out of my hand. I can exhume a creature. Unfortunately I'm not going to get much value from it because, as I said, I can exhume the Snake Lifter and play the Snake Lifter, but it's still nothing to steal with the Snake Lifter, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll do that. And then archive one of the cards with the Library of the Damned. Realistically going to be the Miasma. That was the way to play most cards out of my hand. I could play 3 Shadows, or I could play 3 Dis and archive of Shadows. So yeah, that's unfortunately we're giving up the first key on turn 4. So yeah, pretty much a key behind at this stage. Again, still not out of the game though, because while ever they've not forged a second key and you've got your finite rupture and interdimensional craft to draw into, you've always got a chance. But yeah, not going good so far. He's gone for shadows, he's played Poison Wave, and then he's played Special Delivery, and then he's played Old Bruno to capture 3. So yeah, and then passed over to me. So I took out 2 of my creatures and captured 3 of my amber, which was everything I had. So again, decide what to do. Going for the shadows. I mean, it's not a bad turn. Just deciding about Dust Chronicles. If it might be better to draw a card or archive a card, but yeah, not quite sure what's better. We're playing it there to draw the card. So yeah, could potentially have drawn a little bit better with that one. And then we'll play the Whistling Darts. Again, mainly for the ammo bonus. Play Oubliette to purge Old Bruno so he can't come back and capture 3 again. And then I'll get my 3 back, which is nice. Unfortunately as well, I was having a few ping problems with the Crucible while I was doing this, so sometimes it was struggling to keep up with me. Rape with Redlock. Put down Knuckles Bolton, and at least I've got him to check this time. So yeah, 4 amber to 6 to my opponent, 1 key to 0. Really could do with seeing the Binary Rupture and the Interdimensional Graft. Also as well, I've not had many of the cards yet that allow me to play creatures that if get destroyed. Archive cards like the Quad Hexbian and the Research Moko. So we've got looks like 2/2/2 there. Not necessarily ideal, but again, you know, you have to play what you play with. Turn 5, my opponent's just deciding what to go for. He's gone for Bait and Switch, which has stolen 1. Then he's destroyed Redlock with a Special Delivery. So yeah, again, he did have a few steel cards, but not that many, and again managed to have 1 in hand at exactly the right time to cost me a key. To be fair, I actually want to Rupture and Graft when I've got some amber myself, so I don't want to Rupture and Graft when I've got 0. But yeah, we obviously haven't got the Rupture and Graft. We've got 3 logos cards, Memory Chip, Research Moko and Hexbian. And then we've got Poltergeist and the Not Finished With You. So I can either play out 3 logos cards, I can play out 2 discards and then archive a card, or I can play the shadow cards, gone for the discard. Again, get things into the archive. At least I did archive a card, but yeah, possibly made a mistake there. Poltergeist in my own library that I'm so far behind. I need every amber I can get at this stage. So once more, again, got into check. My opponent might be able to take me off it again or not, but yeah, still lagging behind. Got the interdimensional graph this time, but still no sign of, unfortunately, the Binite Rupture. I have obviously got Miasma banked, so I will be able to stop him for a turn when he gets to 6, and he's very likely at this stage to get to 6. I mean, as always, I'm commentating after the game, but I'm trying to do it sort of spoiler free. But when someone is on 5, they are very likely to get into check on the turn. So we've played Dust Imp, played Gateway to destroy the Dust Imp to get into Amber, put himself on 7. Again, keep the pressure up on me. Now, again, if I had the Rupture and Graph, we'd be all the way now. So I'll be forging my first key. Obviously going to go Shadows, take the Archive. Try and prevent the key being forged and try and draw into Binite Rupture on the next turn. The thing is, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, I've still got 6 cards in hand, so I'm not going to do that. So at this stage now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to press to at least get some value out of that interdimensional graft to try and get me back into the game, so that when he does forge his second key, I'll be having all the amber off it. So, I mean, he's on 8 now, no Rupture, so I'm going to play out the cards we've got. I'll play the interdimensional graft and take 2 from him, play out the Smoko and the Hexbian, play out the memory chip, and then it's going to be a big ask. I mean, to be fair, the deck is really consistent in getting out the Binite Rupture and the interdimensional graft. You can see yourself, this is the 6th game. This is the only time it hasn't got out, got the brig combo off. So yeah, it would have been really quite helpful there, I think, if I'd been in check. Because at the moment, I'm only really technically 1 amber behind, but it's the fact that it's a key behind that is making me quite a long way behind at the moment. So yeah, he's deciding which house to go into this time. He's gone Shadows again. No Shadows on the board at the moment. Play Treasure Map, which is just a big amber burst. Can't argue with that. Not when you're 2 keys to 1 up and looking to close the game out. Not a bad play at all. I think we just, again, got a problem here with the TCO trying to keep up with the game. I'm sure it'll end turn in a moment and pass the turn back to me to see what I can do. Again, I would expect to be in check this turn. Whether or not he can stop me forging is going to be another matter. But this deck has next to no amber control. It does have a Nerve Blast, besides the Miasma and the interdimensional graft, but that is it. So yeah, I would need to get to check here and then literally get to check on the next turn, I think, to win this game from here. And even then, I'm not sure that I could, because on his next turn, he has got 2 disc creatures on the board. He could just reap with the 2 disc creatures and get to 6. So I've gone Logos to get down the 2 Hexbians in my hand. Also reap with the 2 Logos creatures that are on the board. Just really trying to sort of catch up, but at this stage the game, to be honest, is all but gone, because unless I draw Nerve Blast on the next turn, if he just reaps with the 2 disc creatures, he's going to win. And he may have looked at the deck list, and he may know that. He may not have looked at the deck list, but yeah, most players in this tournament have been looking at the deck lists, sort of scouting out what's there. So I think at this stage my opponent probably knows that they're in a good position to win this game. So I've got myself to 7, got myself on check, and now I've got in place a big board for next time, so I could potentially reap for 4 next time. So if I forged here, yeah, but as I say, I'd need him not to go to check. So he's played this, reap, and stolen one as well. With the Pit Demon, played Lifewood, stops me playing any creatures, played Hysteria as well. So even if I did have my miasma or had something, I'll be forging a key, but no way to take my opponent off. So yeah, that's the game. The Bionic Rupture was near the bottom of the deck, but it happens. Again, I still don't think it's a bad performance because it's a 58 SAS deck against a low 70s. Mine's bottom 20%. His is top 80, 85%, something like that. And I've lost 3 keys to 2 without getting the combo out. But again, over a tournament, 3 wins, 3 losses with a 58 SAS deck. I think it's not a bad performance, not too disappointed with it. In this round, unfortunately, we as a team lost 2-1, which meant in the tournament as well, we as a team were 3-3. So this is actually the end of our tournament. So 3-3, KOTE 5 over and done with, and very soon I imagine we'll be signing up for KOTE 6. So I'm looking forward to that one now. See how we do there. Thanks for watching, so feel free to like and subscribe. I love comments and criticism, so please feel free to leave those. I'll hope to see you next time, but until then, may the Forge be with you.